Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with a few new things. I'm going to be trying out some brushes from Rèphr and the Love for Sale palette from Haus. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a soft spot for indie makeup and colorful makeup. And I have new content every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. So I really love Haus. That's Lady Gaga's makeup brand. I have quite a few products from them. If you watched my recent collection and declutter videos, you would have seen a lot of their products. I have been wanting to try this palette since it was released. This is a limited edition palette to go along with her new album with Tony Bennett. But I just wasn't sure I wanted it for $48, which is the retail price for the palette. But they did say that they improved the quality of the shadows, which I already thought was good quality, and it's now made in Italy. And I was really intrigued, but I just wasn't in the mood for a neutral palette. And then last week I was looking at Amazon because I got some Amazon gift cards for Christmas, and I saw that this was on sale for $25. So I grabbed it right away. It has gone up. I will link it in the description box. It's gone up now to $33. So it's still on sale, but not quite as good of a sale. So if I like it and I think it's worth recommending, I will make sure I have it linked down below. So I've been wanting to try Rèphr brushes for a while. They're very popular here on YouTube, and a lot of my friends use them. I have a few friends that love them. So I've been wanting to try them, and they recently did, for their Black Friday sale, was half off the whole website. So I made sure it was known that I wanted to try them and what brushes I wanted for my husband. And he actually bought me a few for Christmas. So he got me one number 5, which is one of the face brushes, and then the 21 shader brush, packing brush, and then 2 of the pencil brushes, the 23 and 26, so this is the really tiny one, and this is the big one. And you can see I've already used these, and I used these like on Christmas Day to play, and then I used them again the next day, and I was like, I really like these, I want more, and I want to try actual eye brushes, like blending brushes, not just pencil. So I went online, and they were still doing their half off sale, so I bought more. And it said there would be a delay because of shipping issues or something, but it shipped like literally the next day. And then it said it would take about a week to get here, and it got here yesterday. And it was originally supposed to be here next week. So it got here like 5 days early, it got here Thursday, and the original ETA was like Tuesday or Wednesday. So it got here pretty fast. And these are the other ones that I bought. So I really liked the 5 so much that I bought a second one, because I really only have a really small brush collection out before this. I have one brush that I used for both blush and bronzer. For some reason I have trouble with the word blush after the word brush. And then the other day I was doing that, and I used the same brush for both, but it still had a little bit of blush on it from the previous use. So I ended up with like blush up here, and I was like, I really should, like that works most of the time, but I should also have another one. So I can use one of these for blush and one of these for bronzer, and I don't have to worry about them getting all mixed up. And then I bought 2 of their sets, which I think were $55 each, instead of, one is normally $96 and one is normally $110. So quite a good deal on those. This is the crease set. This is one that's all supposed to be good for hooded eyes. This is the 12, 13, 14, and 15. So you can see there's like a smudge brush, and then a fluffy brush, and 2 smaller ones. One's kind of pointed, one's not. So I really wanted to try these. And then I got the essential set, which is the 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then it came with the eyeliner brush. So this is the 4. This is an angled brush. I don't really use angled brushes very often, but I could use this for blush. I've seen people use it for highlighter. It's small enough I could use it to set right here. And then it has the normal size pencil brush, another standard blending, kind of tapered blending brush, a packing brush, and then I was really intrigued by this tiny little eyeliner brush. So I'm super excited to play with these. And just for reference for anybody who doesn't have these, here is the 23 and the 26, the ones that my husband got me, and then here's the 3, so you can see the different sizes. This is a really good size for down here and like inner corner work. And this I used the other day, a couple times, 2 days in a row, where I just used it to pack on a little bit of shadow right here, blend it under, blended the edges a little bit, and then I used the flat one for shimmer, and it was great. So I'm gonna start with the finishing my face, and then we'll do eyes. So I already used my Haus Labs brow pencil in soft brown. This is my go-to. I've talked about this a lot. It's what I use every time. It's got a very tiny point, which I like. And I basically just put a little bit in here and even out the edges here. I have pretty full eyebrows. And then I did my foundation and concealer. And then I put one of the Haus Labs lip glosses on. This is in the shade Ethereal. I had to double check. This is like a pink sparkly one. I really love this. And I love their doe foot. It's such a nice shape. And then the back is a really good shape for right here. Super comfy, and you can see not sticky or goopy at all. So like I said, I'm going to use all Haus Labs products. So I'm going to use my Haus Labs bronzer. This is the Heat Spell Bronzer Duo in the shade Hot Earth. And you can see it's been well loved. This works well as an eyeshadow, but I can't use this as a highlighter, but this is a really good bronzer shade. It's a little warm. I want to try the one down below it, but the depth is right. So especially in the summer when I got this was the perfect shade. So I'm gonna grab my other number 5 brush and pick up a little bit. Okay. This is a little smaller than the one I normally use for bronzer, but it's not a bad, it's mostly the shape is different. But I really like the shape when I used it for blush the other day. So, and it being half off, this brush normally retails for $57, I think, and I paid $27. So I liked it enough that I was like, yeah, it's worth $27 to get a second one. And then a little bit on my temples. So these are incredibly soft. You know, I haven't really used a lot of natural hair brushes, and the ones that I have used in the past were very, very scratchy. So that's part of why I've been paranoid to try these, is because they were not cheap. Normally each brush is like 20 something plus, and after having such an issue with scratchiness in the other ones, I just was paranoid about spending a lot of money on them. But it blended my bronzer really well, especially up here. Like, it blended better than my normal Sigma brush does. And I don't think this is too small for bronzer. I have a big face. I'm a 6'2" human. This worked fine for me. I think a lot of people use brushes that are too big for bronzer, and then it just kind of like engulfs their face. So I really like this. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. And I already love the bronzer, so figured I would use the brushes with products that I already like. And then I'm gonna grab the other one that I've already used a couple times and grab my Haus Labs blush. This is from the Casa Gaga collection in the shade Spritz. Especially when I tried this on a cream blush, one of the Melt cream blush lights. So Sandy Cheeks picks up with the brush pretty well, but Lynx, the shiny one, does not pick up with the brush at all. and I heard this works well for cream, so I tried it with Lynx the other day and it picked it up and put it on beautifully, and I was like, okay, so getting another one. So I picked it up nicely and used the weird tiny mirror on it. I'm not gonna do anything too dramatic today, because I'm just playing with a little bit of makeup while my husband is gone. He went to go see his mom and give Christmas presents because it's been snowing here and they live a few hours away. He hasn't gone down. Okay, so I just really like the way my skin looks so far when I use these. And then on the same blush, I did the blush with, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of my Haus Labs highlighter from the Casa Gaga collection. See how that works. Doesn't look like there's anything on the brush, obviously, but yeah, it definitely picked it up. And I love this highlighter. I hope it goes on sale at some point so that people who don't want to spend $40 on a highlighter or can't spend $40 on a highlighter can get it, because it's so beautiful and such a nice formula. Like, I've only had it a little while and I've already worn off where it says Gaga. It says Ga. Okay, so yeah, this works very well with the highlighter. So I'm very happy that I grabbed another one of those. So now for the palette. This is the Love for Sale palette. Like I said, this retails for $48. I got it for $25. And as of right now, you can still get it for $33, which is a very good price for this, if the quality is as good as I think. I've already touched a couple shades. It's got a little protector here. It's got a nice big mirror. And then here is the palette. Like I said, this is made in Italy and it is beautiful. This is a really beautiful neutral palette. So you've got a couple like actual neutral shades, like a peachy here, just a neutral brown. You've got a little bit more of a peachy pink here. You've got a really beautiful terracotta, this like plummy shade, cool tone browns right here. This is a topper shade. There's a white, like a cream white, a black, and then you've got this really beautiful taupe that I've already, taupe with multi-dimensional glitter is what they say. I've already touched that one. You've got an olive green. You've got this like bronzy shade here. You've got a nice champagne. This is a really nice, well thought out neutral palette of warm tones, cool tones. I really like this. So I already touched these three just because I couldn't help myself. And they feel so nice, so silky soft. Look how pigmented that is. Let's try a couple others. I'm not gonna swatch all of them. Yeah, these feel really nice. And their shadows already felt nice to me. Let's try the topper shade. And it is, yeah, it's just a sheer champagne topper. So I'm really excited for this. Yeah, these feel very creamy and soft. And that is a very pretty topper. It's not gonna show up on camera at all. It's sheer and it's got pink, gold, white gold, yellow gold, champagne. It's got all kinds of sparkles. So that's really beautiful if you like a sheer toppery shade, or this would just be pretty like all over as like an ethereal look. So not mad that I have that. And I think I've just been really in the mood for these kind of taupey shades. So I think I'm gonna use that and the cool tones. Just been in the mood for cool tones lately. I even just bought Pat McGrath Subliminal from her holiday sale. So that's my 4th mothership. So I'm super excited. So I'm gonna take Amy first. And I like the I really like the shade names in here. They're very reminiscent of the music that inspired the album. So you've got like Billy, Etta, Nina, like Nina Simone. So like this is very special to me. So I'm gonna take the shade Amy on the 15 brush and picks up very nicely. And I'm just gonna run that through my crease as my first shade. So yeah, these are very soft, just like the couple that I had tried already. I already primed my eyes with my Urban Decay primer, by the way. This blended without any effort. I might actually grab some Sigma brushes and for this eye off camera just so I can see how it compares. That blended so nicely. And then I'm gonna take that pencil brush that I've already used, 26, and pick up a little bit of that. Nothing really came off when I tapped, but you know, always do it myself. I'm just gonna create the shape that I want. Okay, so I really like that so far. And these shadows feel very silky. And then next I'm gonna take the 14. I really like this shape of brush and I have a similar one from Sigma. So that'll make it a nice way to compare. And I'm gonna go into So In Love, which is the slightly darker cool tone brown. That's very picking up nicely. I'm gonna put that on the outer corner. That's a very nice color. I mean, it's just a dark neutral brown. And I'm gonna blend that into the crease. Okay, so these blend nicely together. I don't have any weird skipping that I sometimes get right here. That could be the brushes too. And then take a little bit of it on the tip and okay. So that took no effort at all. And then using the 21, I'm gonna go into I Concentrate on You, which is the like taupey metallic. Picks up very nicely. I'm gonna spray it just to make sure I don't get any fallout. And you know, I just like the way shimmers looked either sprayed or with glitter glue. And I'm gonna put that all over. It's very shiny. It's not overly sparkly, and it's not super thick like some formulas, but it's not thin either. It's just a nice shimmer. Nothing, not blowing my mind, but nice. This is definitely the kind of palette you could wear every day. It's not overly sparkly. It's not overly dramatic. But that went on very nice, very smooth. And yeah, I'll do the other side with my Sigma brushes off camera just so I can give you a comparison. Really like that. That's really pretty. This is the kind of shade that I've been wanting to wear all the time lately. And the fact that it has an olive and a terracotta in the same palette just made me want it even more. And then I think I'll take the like champagne shade on the other side of the brush and put that on the like inner corner and inner part of the lid. Oh, that picked up so nicely. And those are blending together very beautifully. That's my test for shimmer, is do they layer together nicely so you can get a gradient. Okay. And then one last test on this side is I'm gonna pick up that topper shade, which already looks like might be getting a little bit of hard pan. It could also just be that it's a topper shade that I've touched with my finger. And I'm gonna put that on top and see what it does. Okay, so on camera you're not gonna see that, but in person it definitely added a lot of sparkle. Like on my brow bone, if I put it there, again, you're not gonna see it on camera, but in person, there's just like that wet sparkle. Wet looking with like glitz. It's so pretty. That is a really nice topper shade. It's kind of like the shade Kava from Natasha Denona. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a pencil brush, pick up a little bit more of the champagne, and just make sure that the inner corner is nice and bright. See how bright I can get that? Okay, so that looks really nice. I'm gonna repeat this on the other eye, throw on mascara and stuff, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and this is the finished look. I put my Haus Labs liquid liner on the top of my lid, like normal. This is the shade Punk. I love this. It is on sale right now, so I highly recommend this. And then for my waterline, I used the pink shade from their gel liners. This is the shade Open Wide. Yeah, Open Wide. I love these. This is the perfect shade for making your eyes look open and wide and bright without going white. I also have the white and I like that, but this is like the perfect brightening shade, hence the name Open Wide. And then for my lips, I used the lip liner in Supermodel. That's the nice red shade that they have. And then I used 1950 in the Le Monster Matte lip crayon. So they have a few reds. I have them all because it's my favorite lip color, but this is my favorite lip color of all time, and that's why I had to use it. It's the perfect red for my skin tone, at least. I also have Mastered, and my best friend prefers Mastered. It's a little pinkier, I guess. I don't know. But this is my perfect red. I love this so much. This is my go-to, I want to feel confident lip. And I thought the eye look was subtle enough that I thought this would work really well. So I did the other eye off camera, like I said, using my Sigma brushes instead of the Rèphr brushes. And I will say, I think I am a Rèphr convert now. Like, I only used these, and then, you know, these two face brushes. There's a few in here I haven't tried yet, but these were amazing. I love my Sigma brushes. I happily use them all the time. This side was definitely easier, and when I was doing my inner part of my crease, I definitely had more skipping on this side than this side. This side just blended effortlessly. This side blended really easily. The shadows are really nice, but it was a little more pigment and a little more effortless on this side. So I will keep using my Sigma brushes, obviously, but I am so happy I got these. And if they are still half off, I highly recommend grabbing a couple to try at least. But I really liked using those, and I understand why everybody loves them. So first impressions on the palette, this is great. This is definitely better than their old formula. I love their old formula. I think it's a really good formula. There were like a few shades here and there that were kind of, you know, hit or miss, but overall the quality was really nice. The mattes were really nice. Most of the shimmers were really nice. These are better though. They are made in Italy now, at least this palette was made in Italy. And the other ones are silky soft. These are even more so. These are so nice. These mattes feel so nice to the touch, so soft. The shimmers are really nice. They're not super high impact shimmers, but I didn't really expect them to be, but they are really beautiful. They look really nice on the eye. There's definitely a lot of sparkle, especially with that topper shade. I love this topper shade. It feels super soft and silky, and it just left the nicest sparkly glow everywhere. Very similar, like I said, to the shade Kava from Natasha Denona. And yeah, I think the quality on this is definitely worth the $48 price tag if this is a palette you'll use a lot. But especially on sale for like 25, 30 bucks, definitely worth it. It's not an exciting color story, but it's a good daily friendly color story that has, like, you're not just stuck with nude browns. You've got green, you've got taupe, you've got kind of pinky bronze, you've got this you've got some berry shades, and you've got a nice, you know, black to deepen up if you need. You've got a nice cream shade for anybody who does need that, if you're more pale than me. So I can't wait to play with this more. I will give more updates later when I've used all of the shades. So far, I think this is great quality and I love it, just like everything else I've tried from Haus Labs. So I'm super happy I got this. I think this is a fun, daily friendly palette for me. I don't really have a lot of neutral palettes, so it's kind of nice to have another one that's good quality and one I really like. So let me know in the comments below if you've tried Rèphr brushes and what your opinions of them are, because so far, loving. And let me know in the comments what you think about the palette and the look I did. I think this is really cute and I can't wait to keep playing with it. So I hope you all had a great holiday, had a great New Year's. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.